Friends who follow Godi Media may have noticed a detail. In their recent reports, Modi has disappeared. Apart from expressing some views on the severe stampede in the south, he has gone silent. Despite BJP mouthpieces like Paki Sharma still boasting about India defeating Pakistan and the economy performing strongly, more and more people are realizing India is facing an unprecedented crisis. Yes, foreign investment in India is plummeting, and international capital is fleeing. Relations between China and India are strained, with China recently imposing bans on rare earths and other goods. The ally India pinned high hopes on, the US, has not only failed to provide any help, but has also slapped India with 50% tariffs and targeted it with measures like H-1B visa restrictions. Losing the US market means Indian talent can no longer earn substantial foreign exchange as before, disrupting India's economic cycle. After all, to buy raw materials, components, or essential industrial goods like machinery from China, India must pay in dollars or yuan. The so-called fourth largest global economy, built on fabricated economic data, is heading toward collapse. Modi's pro-US policy since taking office has distanced India from Russia and the global south. Now, facing hardship, no country is genuinely willing to help India. On the contrary, others are happy to see India humiliated by the US, seizing the chance to negotiate terms favorable to themselves. This is a hunt orchestrated by US President Trump, led by the US, with China and other global or regional powers targeting India. The US will undoubtedly use its advantageous position in negotiations to force India into major concessions. In Trump's words, he wants Modi to kiss his ass. Meanwhile, China, Europe, and Pakistan are getting their share of the feast. The EU can pressure India into concessions for a more favorable free trade agreement. Pakistan has gained unprecedented international prestige by defeating India in air combat and has signed a military alliance with Saudi Arabia, resolving its funding shortages. Trump's courtesy toward Pakistan also reflects its elevated international status. As for China, Pakistan's victory ensures a stable route to the Middle East through its alliance with Saudi Arabia. India's humiliation by the US and Pakistan has caused its global standing to plummet. China has not only neutralized the security threat from its southern border, but can also work with Bangladesh and Pakistan to form a triangular containment of India, trapping it in distress and anxiety. The only victim of this feast is India. Every boast Modi made on camera, every grand claim, has now turned into international mockery. Modi's one-sided pro-US stance, acting as America's watchdog, was a grave mistake. After Trump's extortion, Modi made another blunder by overestimating the watchdog status and daring to challenge its master. When his clownish colleagues and BJP-controlled Godi Media used tough rhetoric against Trump, India's tragedy was sealed. After Trump's return to the White House, he faced setbacks with Putin and Xi Jinping, failing to achieve his goals and becoming frustrated, needing a target to vent on. At this moment, Modi's India dared to say no to the US, practically begging for trouble. So Trump imposed 50% tariffs on India, 100% on sensitive sectors like pharmaceuticals, and hefty fees on H-1B visas. He repeatedly stated India lost 5 to 7 fighter jets in air combat with Pakistan and called India a dying economy. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, Vice President Vance, and others publicly declared India unimportant and its conflicts irrelevant to the US, collectively humiliating India. Under immense pressure, Modi tried to counter US bullying by repairing ties with China. However, I predicted in my video that this would be another massive mistake. China won't shelter India unless it fully cedes disputed territories, neuters itself, and permanently eliminates threats to China and Pakistan. India would also need to break with the West and firmly side with China. Otherwise, whatever Xi Jinping promises Modi in Tianjin is just an empty check. In Chinese eyes, the US conflict is a dogfight, and they don't care who gets bitten. Sadly, Modi's colleagues are as foolish as I mocked, and Modi himself is no smarter. He doesn't grasp the range of US tools to strike India, Nor does he understand why India can't resist US bullying without China's full support. Of course, they also underestimated Trump's determination to carve up India. India must offer huge concessions to appease the US, which doesn't care if India suffers massive losses. In Trump's view, India isn't a US watchdog like Europe, Japan, South Korea, or Australia. It's a stray dog that willingly joined the US and must obey unconditionally, working for free without even getting dog food. If Modi had watched my video right after Trump's tariffs and followed my advice, India wouldn't be in such a desperate situation. Guess what Modi is doing? I can responsibly tell you it's not about countering the US. Modi has recognized the gravity of the situation and decided to surrender to the US. But he and the BJP hyped India's strength too much, making people believe India could say no to US bullying. Modi is a strongman. He won't kiss Trump's ass. So, he's pondering how to surrender gracefully, satisfying Trump while saving face for himself and the BJP. That's the real reason for his silence. Of course, he knows a deal must be signed eventually, and the opposition won't let him off. He's strategizing, plotting dirty tactics to suppress the opposition and scheming more conspiracies. To hold on to power, he'll do anything. I warn Indian politicians like Rahul Gandhi and Vijay, be cautious. Modi is likely planning shameless moves against you. Don't defend against him with normal thinking, or you'll regret it. Honestly, I feel sorry for Indians. Most live in a lie bubble crafted by Modi, believing their country is powerful and respected globally. They don't realize India is a joke to most, with Modi as the king of clowns. No one respects India. This is an exaggeration. If you watch videos from other countries' bloggers, you'll see India's true global standing. Also, watch real videos about China and see how foreigners view it. Stop daydreaming about competing with China. Your first task is to protect politicians like Rahul Gandhi and Vijay who dare resist Modi. In the next election, kick Modi out, and India might still have a chance to recover.